What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 7th episode of The Saint's Magic Power is Omnipotent. This one's titled Interlude. Not quite sure where we're going with that title, but last time out, we had some good moments for Sei and Albert, right? Yep, Albert Hawk, main love interest, who I genuinely feel like could be a good love interest. I don't know if they're going to commit to anything beyond that for this season. It very much feels in the Snow White with the red hair thing when we had Shiryuki and Zen when they were have their scenes together. I get a very similar feeling from these two, and I feel a similar way about this series as I do what I remember of Shiryuki Hime, and I kind of want to go back and rewatch that show at some point to see how closely I get the same vibe, because my memory of that show is from however long ago I watched it. How long ago did I watch this show? I might still have a record of it. Well, I updated my list in 2017. So it must have been at least before that. So that was February 2017. So it's been at least 4 years since I watched this show. Unless I rewatched it in those 4 years, which I think I did, because I found a reactor who did a reaction to it. I think I rewatched it with them. I don't remember who. Might have been a Taku Saga. Bless that man. But yeah, I get a very similar vibe from this show, and so Sei and Albert having their nice little bonding moments, very nice. Sei learning more under the Grand Magus or the Grand Mage, whatever. With the intention of going out on expeditions, which he didn't really even consider at that point, but she was already thinking about it because she just kind of knows the expectation of the Saint. And so we've helped out with the Knights when they're practicing or training, so that we can give them healing magic and such, and strengthen our stamina and our strength and everything, lower our cast times, things like that. And then we had a tea party with Elizabeth, because we hadn't seen her in a while. And it turns out the friend that we had helped was actually it all kicked off because of her fiance now being interested in Ira, who is gone to the Royal Academy with Kyle, and is turning the heads of quite a few fiancés, as it were. And Elizabeth is one of them, because Elizabeth's fiance is Kyle. I'm sorry, Elizabeth, you kind of drew the short straw when it comes to your arranged marriage. At least from what we've seen of Kyle. I don't know what to make of him yet. He's convinced, say, Ira is the saint. I don't know what he's planning. Like, why one idea really is that like he's trying to usurp the throne, but I don't know if this show's going to go that direction. The show doesn't seem that serious in terms of its plotline, but maybe it will be. I don't know, but that's the only reason I can think of he's acting the way he is. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But it's the only reason I can think of in all this. But I'm very curious. I'm curious to see what Sei and Ira's interactions would look like. I want to see those characters interact. We don't really have a reason to, because she's at the academy, we're not. There's not really a reason for us to cross paths at any point. So until that comes up, I feel like we're not going to get to that point. I think to get to that point, we would need to uncover what's happened with Kyle, what his plan is, and stop it, question mark, if there's something to stop. Talk some sense into him. Beat some sense into him, maybe, if we have to, but get some sense into him. Because he seems controlling over Ira. Not directly, but he's very much guiding her. And he probably has a thing for her. He probably likes her, as Elizabeth kind of pointed out. Ira is turning in the heads of a few fiancés. I think he definitely would do that, especially with her saint title. Like, who better to marry the saint than the prince of the kingdom, right? Like, it just makes sense. So, sorry, Elizabeth, but priorities, basically. So, you know, I guess we'll see where that goes. I don't know where we're going with the interlude. It almost seems like we might have, like, a quote-unquote filler episode with that sort of title, but it might be an interlude to something else. Maybe an interlude to our studying, an interlude to our practice. I don't know. It's an interlude, so I don't know what it is going to be. Side story? I don't know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture and picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets access to all picture and picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything for the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon quest shows such as World Trigger, which we'll be doing straight after this. We also have movie reactions with Kiki's Delivery Service coming up on Saturday, the 22nd. It'll be straight after Spider, so look forward to that one, as voiced on by my Patrons. But here on YouTube, we do timer based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a timer of the episode. I'll count down 3 to 1 play. Play side episode, I side episode, and we should be in sync. We'll watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Kanekawa logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 10 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scene's transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Kanekawa. Funimation. Cheers. Here we go. Oh, hi, Ara. Sees them but can't approach. Or is going to attempt to, maybe? No, okay, she's just recognizing. Oh boy. OP time. Okay. Maybe they will get a chance to talk sooner than I expected. In secret, maybe? Well, I guess up until this point, she didn't really have much to go on as to where she gone. She knows she'd been summoned, and then was whisked away immediately, right? So... not so easy to approach someone you don't even know, right? Alright. Back in the real world? We're gonna be... okay, we're gonna be following Iris' perspective, I guess. Of course, don't see... this is her summoning. I guess we're gonna see what happened to her when we first got summoned. Interlude. I guess this would be an interlude, right? If we're taking a break from... yeah. If we're taking a break from our main protagonist, Sei. He's nice enough right now, at least. Reasonable question. Mm-hmm. I mean, sure. So he called for it to be when it was done, okay. Mm. Mm. Yep. That's a reasonable reaction. Carl doesn't seem like a bad guy right now. Like, genuinely. Right. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Is he trying to think of a parallel between their situation and Ira's? But he's looking at that one the entire time. Hmm. And there's a parallel. Hmm. I feel like people always say that regardless of what color they choose. You never see someone like, oh, I don't like color you. Mm-hmm. He's very convinced with that matter. Right. Hmm. Quite the escort. The entourage, I should say. People make way instinctually. Oh boy, you're about to get it. Maybe not. It's a little more complicated than just not liking someone. Hmm. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Even if it paints us as the villain, we have to do it. Interesting. We're getting a very different side to him than I expected. I thought we would go for the rich kid know-it-all type. We're actually getting a decent person out of this, I think. It's just misguided and misunderstanding. And he wants to return her home because he knows she wants it so much. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. But he cares about his people. Hmm. I did not expect for them to be so likable. I did not expect this. You're a wizard, Ira. Getting into the academy, doing all this stuff, learning. Doing well. Of course, gathering a lot of people's attention. Unintentionally, it's not her intention to draw other people on. But look at how all the girls are just side eyeing her in every single shot where you have background characters. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Obviously, very afraid and nervous. And that's why he went to an area with relatively few monsters. Because he's breaking her into. Why is Kyle likable? I did not expect this. I did not. Okay. Yep. Hmm. The truth might sting. Oh, God. Yeah. The truth might sting to Ira if she realizes she didn't have to go through all this at all. Yeah, no. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder. Hmm. I have curiosity about that. Doesn't have her own social circle to click with. But do you have someone who seems to have at least taken notice of you here? That's a good start. So who's going to come to her now? Okay. I mean, yes, but... Oh, we got prestidigitation? Am I saying that correctly? I forget. It's a good cantrip. Of course, it stops raining at the same time. Hmm. Hmm. So it's a sign of her. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Hmm. 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 Yeah. Hmm. Even with all this, he's thinking of her. Hmm. Okay. So he knows. Hmm. He's playing the villain. Hmm. Interesting. I like Kyle. I never thought I'd say that. Oh no, Ira versus Elizabeth. Oh boy. Yep. Don't go overboard, Elizabeth. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. This tracks. He thinks it's another one. Actually being genuine. But it's playing the villain. Oh, Kyle. I like you, but... Oh, this is the second prince, huh? Thank you, Elizabeth. Nice assist. Mm-hmm. But can't speak up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You'll get that opportunity, I'm sure. The next big step is is she going to be able to if only you've been able to talk, I think is the more important thing there. You gotta be the one to say something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be the key is oh, wow, that episode went quick. Yeah, she's gotta be able to say something. Because if you don't speak up, Kyle won't know. Kyle thinks he's acting on her best interests, and in general, he is. In general, he's just willing to make a villain of himself to meet that end. Why do I like Kyle? I really didn't expect that going in. We don't really have a bad character then, thinking about it. Like, who's our antagonist? Or antagonistic type character? I guess it is still technically Kyle, but he's knowingly playing that role for the good of Ira, or what he believes to be the good of Ira. That's actually very interesting. I'm glad it went this direction, because that's definitely different. Like I said, I like Kyle way too much now. Alright, after credits. Hello. Mm-hmm. There she is. Are you going to be able to say something this time? No, just watching again this time. Just spacing out, yeah. Episode 8. Thank you, Funimation, for not translating episode 8. What is episode 8? Let me go back. I'll have to go check it here real quick. Because thank you, Funimation, for not translating it. Episode 8, Awakening. Okay. Awakening? Oh, boy. That's... Who's awakening? I'm going to assume it's back to Sei. I guess more of an awakening of her sainthood powers, more than what we've already seen. Or maybe it's an awakening of Aira's power in and of itself. Maybe the Saint power is split like I suspected. But it seems very one-sided that Sei has most of the power. But Aira has something special about her. I don't know what it is yet. Maybe if both of them work together, they become the true Saint. Maybe they'll play it that way. They need to be together to get the full benefit of the Saint. I don't know. God damn it, Kyle. I didn't expect to like him. I really thought they were going to go for another rich boy, know-it-all. Screw you, Dad. I know how to run this kingdom better than you, and I can prove it. I've got the power of the Saint behind me. You wouldn't deprive your kingdom of the Saint, would you? I thought it would go that direction. No, it doesn't. He just made a snap judgment, and it was a wrong judgment. He knows it's the wrong judgment, but he thinks he has to continue to play the villain role that he's now kind of put himself in for the good of Aira. That's actually quite... Yeah. That's actually quite good of a storyline. I like that a lot. It means we don't have something so overly dramatic out of it, which I think fits the vibe of the show a bit more. But we still have a very interesting quote-unquote antagonist in the show in the form of Kyle. But man, I did not expect Kyle to be like this. That's really a big surprise. Really, really is. I feel sorry for Aira. We didn't really see it with Sei's side because she didn't have the same level of attachment to the old world. Aira definitely did, though. Yeah, I really like that. I really like the way the story went, and hopefully continues to go in the future. It gives me hope that Sei and Aira will get their scenes a bit later on as well. I'm wondering how they'll handle Kyle. I'm a little curious about that, but otherwise... Yeah. Yeah, I mean... Strong character lineup. Very strong character lineup on both sides now. I'm glad we got that episode. We needed it. We needed to see Aira's perspective. I think I've been saying that since like episode 4. That we needed to see Aira's perspective on what's happening with her to understand what's going on with Kyle. And we got it. And it went differently than I expected. And I love that. I really, really love that I love that they didn't play into a trope. They didn't play into the typical prince trope. The arsehole prince that knows it all. I'm glad we didn't play into it. It's refreshing. And it means we can keep a relative chill to the show, like I said. So. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments before the episode. I think this was a really strong episode and really made me like the show a lot more. Don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 line you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.